Major airlines that got billions of dollars to stay afloat during the pandemic have now suspended flights at dozens of airports. Our national investigative team looks at how the federal government allowed this to happen. Here's Lee Zurich with our COVID-19 tracker.
United Airlines received $5 billion in federal taxpayer assistance. Delta, $5.4 billion. All total, 12 different airlines received nearly $19 billion. The money, part of the CARES Act, approved by Congress. In return, until October 1st, the airlines agreed to continue flying once a week to each airport they already serviced.
I think the airlines have to continue to provide service for folks. They are being subsidized to continue to do that.
But the Department of Transportation has relaxed those regulations, allowing airlines to apply for exemptions. DOT allowed a dozen airlines that received CARES funding to stop flying to more than 60 different airports, from Charleston, South Carolina to Huntsville, Alabama, New Orleans, Tucson, Flint, Lincoln, even Rochester, Minnesota, home to the Mayo Clinic.
I'm concerned that we don't really have standards in place as to why some of those routes were going to be terminated.
For the next 3 months, United Airlines suspended all flights to and from Lansing, Michigan, one of 11 waivers United received.
We understand what these airlines are going through. Obviously, the airlines are how we stay in business and operate. It was slightly disappointing to see the money that they were given through that CARES Act, and then to see them immediately turn to requesting to not have to fulfill the obligations. Those obligations, the minimum service, especially at an airport our size, are quite low.
United declined our request for an interview, but customer care representatives told us by phone flights will resume October 1st. DOT refused an interview too, but said it's trying to balance the needs of communities with the needs of carriers to conserve financial resources to weather this time of unprecedented loss of demand. But fewer flights could lead to higher prices, hitting taxpayers who already were paying increased prices for tickets.
No, there's no question. I mean, you have to have competition. It's what keeps airfares. That you know that it's the market, what the market will bear as a result of competition. So when an airline gets a waiver and doesn't have to fly, I think that's a very real concern. And we have to monitor that to make sure that the airline that does continue to fly does not take advantage of that position.
Our team reached out to all 12 airlines. They all either declined to comment or didn't respond. The Internal Revenue Service makes a decision on when your federal taxes are due. We've got that deadline, plus a weather update from Hutch, next on Valley News Live 10 at 10.